Antarctica is a hostile place. A small team of people call this place home, living in government buildings that were placed there years ago. But every year various mysterious discoveries are made in and around Antarctica, with one of the most recent ones being this one that shows 4 large structures. One person who was looking through Google Earth said they were looking close to Antarctica and noticed 4 large objects that looked like islands. They said the following: "I usually go on Google Earth and look around our planet. It's an incredible tool that lets you see incredible sights. The other day though, I noticed these strange objects off the coast of Antarctica. I often look at Antarctica, not for any particular reason, mainly because it interests me, and I like to see if there's any geological changes. But I soon spotted these 4 island-like objects, and these were close to the shore. The thing is, I often look around this area, and I haven't noticed these things before. I know Google Earth can sometimes show anomalies, but I have no idea what these things are. They looked huge and just reminded me of islands." End quote. Interestingly, this wasn't the first person to point out these strange structures. Other online viewers also noticed these strange objects close to Antarctica, and soon people started to give their opinions on what they thought the objects were. One person said the following: "I have no idea what these are. Could they have been created by volcanic activity beneath the ocean? They look like phantom islands." End quote. While another person said the following: "Antarctica and the area around it are home to many strange things. There's various pyramids that can be found close to Antarctica. In fact, recently someone found a couple of pyramids a few hundred miles away from Antarctica. There's certainly no shortage of strange things going on there." End quote. While skeptics weren't impressed, and said that what we're likely looking at is something like a glitch on Google Earth, saying that in the past similar things have been found. Others though pointed out that due to the very strange things that have been found close to Antarctica, we should at least investigate these things further. It's not just these floating objects that have confused people. On the surface of Antarctica, various different finds have been made, some of which appear to show large-looking structures. One of these was 3 large structures that appears to have a trail to the left. Immediately, theorists started to question what these things were. Some suggested that they might have been a secret outpost, while others said that due to the ice melting, it's revealed some type of ancient monolith, one that could prove that ancient humans made it to Antarctica. As of right now though, these are just theories, and it's tough to get a definitive answer for what these things are. Another interesting discovery that was made by scientists was that of a forest. It's believed by many different researchers from around the world that the continent of Antarctica was once inhabited with a lush green forest, saying that this would have surrounded the entire area. Evidence can be found of this when looking at a team of archaeologists and researchers that led an expedition in Antarctica in November of 2016 that lasted for several months ending in January 2017. The team found incredible evidence of ancient forests in the region. This was after locating and identifying several different traces of fertile growing lands, areas of climate change in the past, as well as large amounts of fossil fragments from ancient trees that dated as far back as more than 260 million years ago. This timeline correlates with one very important event in the past, the Permian period, also known as the greatest mass extinction event in the history of the world. Before this event, there was much more carbon naturally in the atmosphere, which created lush green forests all around the world. This large amount of carbon allowed many creatures to thrive. It also meant that our planet was able to support larger forms of animal life. It's interesting then to consider this idea that roughly 260 million years ago, the continent of Antarctica would have been a densely populated lush green forest, with a tremendous variation in wildlife and ecosystems. A professor at the University of Wisconsin, known as Dr. Gobranson, argues that the continent as a whole was much warmer and even more humid than many areas in the modern day. In fact, he has overwhelming evidence that the area would have been close in resemblance to the forests of Siberia. Additionally, at the rate of the burning fossil fuels, of which is reintroducing this carbon into the atmosphere that was lost during the Permian extinction, we will soon be reaching atmospheric conditions, once again of which will allow the continent of Antarctica to be a thriving forest, and this is set to happen within the next few hundred years. Shortly after the expedition that uncovered the fossils of ancient trees in the region, researchers were obsessed with uncovering proof of larger life throughout the area. Back in 2010, researchers used large-scale blasting to blow out layers of surface rock against the Antarctic mountainsides in an effort to uncover possible fossil layers buried deep beneath the glaciers. After several months of searching and mining for fossils, the research team uncovered exactly what they were looking for. It appeared that fossils of ancient dinosaurs inhabiting the region millions of years ago, roughly around the same time as the Permian extinction, were uncovered after going down past the layers of the glacial strait in the region. Bones of another strange creature have been uncovered that is believed to be that of a species of dinosaur, and this one's never been found by scientists. According to their reports, the paleontologists accompanying the research team discovered a densely packed grouping of fossils belonging to different types of dinosaurs, and these were of sauropods. Sauropod skulls are incredibly rare to find, as they were very delicate during the life of the creature, and so a completely intact skull is rare to find in one complete fossilized piece. Luckily for the team, among the densely packed fossils were that of bones, ribs, vertebrae, arms, legs, and a complete skull. Many of these bones have already been rendered in 3D imaging that will help to preserve their finds for years to come. So what do you make of these discoveries? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.